The former Respect Party MP argued Brexit is necessary for building the Britain we want. Labour publicly backed Remain ahead of the 2016 referendum, and included a second Brexit vote in its 2019 manifesto. On Twitter, Mr. Galloway wrote, "There really is no excuse now that we know what we know for the continued infatuation of the left with the EU. Brexit was a necessary but not sufficient condition for building the Britain we want." Ahead of the 2016 referendum, Mr. Galloway campaigned for Leave, including sharing a state with then UKIP leader Nigel Farage. He is standing in the upcoming Batley and Spen by-election as a candidate for the Workers' Party of Britain. Whilst Britain voted to leave the EU in 2016, this didn't formally take place until January 2020. A number of Brexit bids were blocked in Parliament, whilst the People's Vote campaign pushed for a second referendum. Between January and December 2020, the UK remained in a Brexit transition period. During this time, it was formally out of the bloc, but remained closely tied to Brussels. EU plot backfires. Joe Biden, unimpressed by bitter bloc's Brexit own goal, Britain continued to pay into the EU budget and remain part of the European single market. It also carried on enforcing many laws made in Brussels. The transition period was replaced at the end of December 2020, with Boris Johnson's new Brexit deal. This restored Britain's position as a fully independent trading nation. However, Northern Ireland remained tied to the European single market, angering unionists. Instead, checks now take place on goods crossing between Northern Ireland and other parts of the UK. A number of other social media users replied to Mr. Galloway's tweet expressing their support. One wrote, "Absolutely. I voted for Brexit so that it gave politicians the courage and opportunity to ask what sort of Britain do we want to live in? And the freedom to build the answer. Get on with it." Another added, "They are not the left anymore, George, they are the far left. In fact, they are so far left the lines have blurred between them and the far right." A third said, "This is not the left of old, this is the woke left, self-loathing middle-class white people, who because they had it easy think it was the same for poor working-class people, white people." Over the weekend, Boris Johnson has been hosting G7 leaders in Cornwall. Discussions have focused on climate change, coronavirus and global security threats. Leaders from India, Australia and South Korea also attended at Britain's invitation. President Biden is due to have tea with the Queen at Windsor Castle later today.